Jackie, for more on the relentless crime crisis gripping major cities across America and what has just happened in New York City, let's turn to Ted Williams, a former Washington, D.C. police detective. Ted, we wish we had you on here for better news, but we don't. Tragedy striking New York last night. Your thoughts this morning?
Well, Griff, let me first, if I can, offer my deepest condolences to the family of Jason Rivera, this 22-year-old rookie of the New York Police Department who made the ultimate sacrifice, giving his life for his city. And let me also send out prayers to Wilbert Mora, another police officer there in New York who is clinging for his life. You know, Griff, you and I have unfortunately been to this scene before. I remember in 2014, you and I covering the death of two New York City police officers, Lou and Ramos. And at that time, I think we both were hoping and praying that we would never have to see this happen again. And yet, again and again in our nation, we are seeing law enforcement officers gunned down. And, you know, these are individuals who put on that uniform, go out and try to serve their communities on a daily basis. And Griff, our hearts just have to bleed for them.
And Ted, you raised, that's a very interesting point, referring back to 2014 when Lou and Ramos were ambushed and killed. But we saw in Alexis McAdams' report just moments ago a soundbite from Pat Lynch, the NYPD union president, angry, visibly angry, saying that we have seen this before. I think that's a reference perhaps directly to Lou and Ramos. My question is why? Why does it continue to happen? Why is it worse? Now this, the fifth police officer for the NYPD shot this month.
It happens because, unfortunately, in America, there is a disrespect for police officers. And it shouldn't be that way. We should take these police officers, and I'm asking individuals out there that are listening and hearing us this morning, go up and look at a police officer and hug that police officer, because that police officer is doing whatever they can to serve and protect you, the members of that community. It happens over and over because we have some lowlives out here who don't give the damn about the lives of these law enforcement officers. We take the guy that shot and killed Officer Rivera there last night and wounded his partner. That person was in or had a Glock that had been manufactured, and a magazine was attached to it where he could shoot as many people as he possibly could. And he had stolen that, or the gun itself was stolen in Baltimore in 2017. And then we look at these cases, Griff, where you see police officers who are using excessive force against citizens, and you think that's the norm in police work, but it is not. I'm always on the side of getting individuals who harm citizens out here, or should we say police officers who harm citizens. But the mass majority of these men and women put that uniform on, and they respect their community, and they're there trying to serve the community. We found out that Officer Rivera, he joined the police department because he wanted to help his community, not abuse or hurt his community. And I salute that officer.
Ted, is there some blame for not just Alvin Bragg in New York, but across the country, so many of these DAs refusing to enforce the law?
You know, that is one of the most difficult problems that we're faced with here in America today, is that we have some DAs, and I can name some of them. You look at George Gaston in LA, you look at Kim Foxx in Chicago, you look at Bragg in Manhattan there, who said that he, for certain crimes where a gun was used, that he was not going to prosecute those people as felonies, but for misdemeanors. We have got people who are in these positions who have little or no respect, and I mean these prosecutors, from people that have given the ultimate sacrifice like Jason Rivera, and they need to be called out and called to the carpet.
Ted, just in the moments we have left, I want you to reflect. You raised a really important point that Officer Rivera was a rookie wanting to do good protect the community. As someone who has a long history and experience as a police officer yourself, what are your thoughts now to reflect on about Officer Rivera?
My thoughts are that this was a wonderful man. He was a father, he was a husband, and all he wanted to do was to serve and protect that community. And he did so as a rookie until his untimely death here. But Officer Rivera is representative of a lot and many law enforcement officers in America that put that uniform on a daily basis. So I take my hat off. I certainly, again, offer my condolences. My heart is bleeding for the Officer Riveras all over this country that serve and protect us, Griff.
Well said. Ted Williams, thank you for your insight. Have a great rest of the Saturday.